it's Rachel here with Yarn at Play Crochet. How are you guys doing? It's been a minute since I've been on here talking to you guys. Sorry about that. I was supposed to post a video on Saturday and I decided to take Friday night off because I was not looking at the calendar. Didn't realize and make the connection in my head that Friday was the 13th. And I'm not superstitious or anything. It's simply that August 13th is my oldest daughter's birthday, and it was also my husband and I's 10th anniversary. So, had to take that day off. It's sort of a personal family holiday, August 13th. So I was not filming, not editing anything that day. But I do have something fun to show you guys tonight. I ran to Hobby Lobby today because I actually have an event for my husband's work on Wednesday. And I have my outfit all planned out and everything else. The COO of his company is coming into town and putting on an event for their branch. And so I wanted to get a nice outfit. And I am planning on making myself a cardigan or a shrug in order to wear on Wednesday. So I had to run into the store and get some yarn. And no, I cannot crochet that fast. I'm planning on trying something out on my knitting machine. And if it doesn't work, I'll just wear a different cardigan, one that I already have. But I really wanted to try it because I really wanted to wear something homemade, something that I put some love into. So I'm going to give that a try. But I'll show you what I got here. I'll start with the yarn that I got for that. I went with basic black because everything goes with black, right? So this is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in a DK weight. So it is a 3 lightweight. And this is the Soft and Sleek, if you guys are familiar with it. It is their low pill fiber. They call it low pill instead of anti-pill. So I figured I'd give this a try. I've used their Soft and Sleek Yarn Bee in the worsted weight, but not in the DK. But I got the DK because I wanted something that would just feel a little bit lighter, wear a little bit lighter. And since I'm working it up on my knitting machine, I figured that would just give me a little bit lighter weight so it wouldn't feel so heavy and like a big heavy sweater. So I'm going to give that a try. I'll read you the stats on it here because like I said, I've not worked with this before, so y'all will get to see what I think of it. You get a 4-ounce ball like this, and the ball is good size. It's not dinky. It's 4 ounces. And for 4 ounces, you get 478 yards. And like I said, this is just black. They do have dye lots, if you can see on there. I didn't double check my dye lots. I'm not super concerned about it, but they do have dye lots for this yarn, so just be aware of that. It's made in Turkey. So many good yarns made in Turkey, you guys. And they recommend a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook or a 4 millimeter knitting needle, and it is 100% low pill acrylic. And they are selling that for $5 a ball at the Hobby Lobby. So I wasn't exactly sure how much I was gonna need. I don't think that for what I have in mind, I'm going to need 3 of these. I really don't. But I grabbed 3 just to be on the safe side. And then if I decide, I can make it up into something else, or I can return it and exchange it for something else. I'm not super concerned about it. But yeah, so that's my first thing that I got from the Hobby Lobby. I think that will be fun to work with. It feels nice and soft. It's very, very squishy, squeezy. It smells like Hobby Lobby. Do you ever notice how Hobby Lobby kind of like smells a little bit like cinnamon? Like Hobby Lobby has a very distinctive smell. It smells like cinnamon and warehouse. That's a weird combo. Not sure how else to describe it. Yeah, so that was my first yarn that I got. And then the other yarns, I didn't get a lot. I just stuck with what I needed for projects specifically, except for this. I did pick up a skein of I Love This Yarn. Whoa, did not realize that I got the exact same color as my shirt. I mean, it's a nice color, so I'm not upset about it. I've been needing a mustard colored yarn for making pumpkins and things, and I just don't have any mustard yarn. I have orange, I have brown, I have tan, I have some red, I have some rust, but I did not have mustard, so picked up some mustard. That being said, I don't plan on using this for pumpkins. Well, backtrack. I might use this for pumpkins. I wanted to see how this yarn worked up on my knitting machine. And I wanted to see how long of a panel, just like a straight tube, that I could get out of a single skein of yarn. Because I've really been loving working on blankets. Like, that's been my favorite project lately. And it's actually kept me from doing some crocheting because I've just been having so much fun working up blankets on my knitting machine. It's been a lot of fun. I am so close to being done with my daughter's blanket that I showed you in a previous video. And I'll link that video up if you want to see it. I'm just working on the fringe for the edge. I should have it done tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow. But I will definitely show you guys what that looks like when it's all done. It's a nice size. Like, I was really pleased with the size of it. Like, it's like a perfect blanket for one. It's not really a blanket for like snuggling with a bunch of people, but my daughter's 8. She's tall for her age. She comes up to about my shoulder, and I'm 5'4", if that gives you an idea. And so it's perfect for her. It is exactly the right size for her. And it's a great, like, oversized lapgan. Like, it's not big enough. I wouldn't say it's big enough to be a throw. So it's a small throw. It's a big lap afghan. Figure that out. I like the size of it personally. I think it's a nice size. Because sometimes you don't want the giant blanket. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't. Anyways, back to this. I wanted to see how much I could get in one long tube for that because I prefer to use yarn and not have to do tie-ins when I'm doing blankets. And so I wanted to see if this would be worth the effort with the yardage and how far it would get me. Because I've always liked this yarn from Hobby Lobby. It's always felt really nice. I've always enjoyed working with it. I've not had ridiculous wear issues with it, but I haven't used it in an extremely long time. Like, I haven't probably bought any of this yarn in years. Just because I can usually catch something different somewhere else that I am looking at and wanting to use. So, but it's sale week at Hobby Lobby, so I jumped in on that. Yeah, so I will tell you the basic details here. So it's a 7-ounce skein of yarn. You get 355 yards. It's a 4-weight. They say a 5mm needle or a 5.5mm hook. 100% acrylic. They say that you can wash and dry it. Should do an in-depth yarn review on this and test it out in the wash. I have a feeling it would hold up fine. Made in Turkey. Not surprised. I think that all of Hobby Lobby's yarns are made in Turkey. I'm pretty sure. I might eat my words if I come across one that isn't. And if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. But I feel like everything that I've seen from Hobby Lobby is made in Turkey. Anyways, the name of this color is Sun Gold. And I really like that. I think that's a beautiful color. Perfect for fall if you're getting started working on fall projects, which I definitely am. I really like that a lot. And it just is, it's got a great feel to it. It's a really nice feeling yarn. It just is. It's a really nice feeling yarn. All right, on to the next. I'll leave this out for a second so that I can compare the feel of these two. Because this is sort of like, there's not very much that I go to Hobby Lobby for, but these are the kind of things that I go to Hobby Lobby for. And this is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in the worsted instead of the DK. So what I showed you before in the black, that was the DK weight. This is the full worsted weight. And here, how about I do one of these since I have both of them here. So you can see a size comparison between those two. Definitely a decent difference. But I'd say that both of these are pretty true to what I would say a 3-weight and a 4-weight would be. So this is nice and squishy. I've worked with this before. I've liked it. And I got this because I actually wanted to see, same thing for blankets. I did a ton of math today, and I'm pretty sure to get the same size Afghan that I just am working on finishing up, I would need to have 1 1/3 of these to get a full panel. But I got it in 2 different colors. So this first color here, there we go. That first color there is kind of a mauve-y purple. I feel like my lighting isn't giving you a true color of it. Maybe on this side where the light's hitting it better, it's giving more of a true color. But this is French lilac. Yeah, French lilac. And I got it to go with this, which is called Purple Haze. That's a pretty close true to color right there. So I'm doing these 2 together. I don't know why, but the light reflecting off of this one is giving it like a goldish hue. I mean, there might be some gold undertones in it, but not as much as the light's casting on it. So just keep that in mind. So that's French lilac and Purple Haze. I'm putting these 2 together because I want to make a checkerboard Afghan on my knitting machine with this. And I want to, I'm doing that to test out the technique so that I can decide on what I want to get. Because I want to make like a big oversized throw, like shy of a twin size blanket, but a really big oversized throw for a couch. And I want to make it in a buffalo check pattern or a gingham pattern on my Addi knitting machine. That's my plan. So just to, I know the basic techniques that I need to do it, but I've never tried it before. And my daughter's been at my 4-year-old has been asking me to make her a blanket because I'm in the process of finishing that one up for my 8-year-old. And we have a little bit of sister envy going on. So she wanted one, but she wanted one in purples. She picked these purples out. She liked them. So I'm going to do a checkerboard for her to practice out those techniques and to see how that'll go. So this is, I have 4 of each of these. Will I be able to hold all of these? I kind of doubt it. Nope. I have 4 of each of these, and there you go. There's all my squishy yarn. So I would say feel comparison. As to be expected, the I Love This yarn feels a little fuzzier. This one is not as fuzzy, but they're both extremely soft. This one just has a bit more of a silkier feel to it. This one has a bit more of like a softer, fuzzier feel to it. So that was what I got. It was my Hobby Lobby trip today. I only ever go to Hobby Lobby if there's something very specific in mind that I want to get there. And it's on sale, which yarn sales at Hobby Lobby are every other week. So that was what I got. But what are you guys working on? What have you guys been doing to keep yourselves busy? I feel like my brain has been so like chaotic and all over the place between trying to get product photography figured out, finishing up some projects, planning out future projects, and I'm in the middle of back to school season. My kids go back to school next week. And so we did back to school shopping today, and that was good but busy, and taking all 4 of my kids to the store, and yeah. I feel like I turn a lot of heads when I go to the store, but it made my heart happy today to both times that I went out, because I had to go out 2 separate times. Both times that I went out, seeing multiple other moms there who had 4 kids or more, and walking past them and feeling like this little bit of solidarity, be like, we're seen, we see each other, we got it, we're good. Because I'm not used to going out with my kids that much. Like, I really don't take my kids to the store that much, especially since COVID. Like, if I can go to the store without my kids, I go without my kids. So whenever I have to load all of them up and we all go trekking to the store, it's always a bit of a to-do. Which I did twice today, and it was fine. But yeah, I think that's everything. Let me know what you've been working on in the comments. I've been missing you guys. I feel like I've been out in left field lately, but I'm still here. I'm still working on stuff. I'm definitely going to be doing some knitting machine tutorials soon if you're interested in that. And I also have a couple other crochet things in the works that I am working on right now. So anyways, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope you had a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. I know I sure did. And we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.